Hello, I'm Bookface. And would you like to hear a little-known historical fact? White people can't draw. Okay, that's not always the case. But it certainly was often the case in medieval times. Because sometimes when they'd try to draw an animal, granted an animal they hadn't seen before, they do so poorly that it created a whole different creature that still confuses people to today. See this thing? Take a second to think, what could this creature possibly be? If you guessed horse, zebra, okapi, or whatever, you'd be incorrect. This is a chameleon. How do you draw a chameleon to look more like a horse? And while their mythical creatures were a little better, they were similarly weird. These are the predecessors to lumberjack folklore. Anyways, with that out of the way, let's jump right in. Woo! First up, we have the bonacon. So this creature can be described quite simply as a living poop joke. I'm not kidding. Resembled a bull with inward curving horns and a horse's mane with reddish brown and black color. And because of the way the horns curve inward, where the points are facing back, they aren't really useful at all for self-defense. I mean, have you seen like a ram, those kind of goats? They don't have the points forward. They will wreck you. But whatever. But because of this, it has a different form of defense. Diarrhea that acts like pepper spray. That's it burns like acid. Why do you have so I guess it's real acid. Don't read into that. No wordplay there. Definitely something I wouldn't say. And this creature is reportedly from Asia. I have absolutely no idea where they were getting this from. Because keep in mind, most of these creatures that appeared in bestiaries were supposed to be real things. There are very few that are actually like, oh yeah, we made this up. So where did you get poop bull? The crap bull sounds like bull crap, if I'm being honest. Next up we have the gold-digging ants, which were ants the size of dogs. What kind of dog? Dogs really vary. I'm assuming just general, like, wolf-ish size, since this was before we inbred every form of dog into a monstrosity. But they're just so darn cute. These creatures lived in deserts, sometimes in Ethiopia, but also sometimes in India, where they lived in little mounds in the ground and dug up gold. The capitalism has reached the ants, too. When will it end? So, you know how I said most of these creatures have some sort of basis? Of course, you remember the chameleon. So, this one dude apparently thinks that this story in particular is based on Himalayan marmots. You know, normally if somebody tried to say that a giant ant was actually this ferret, gerbil, prairie dog looking whatever, I'd say, that's stupid. But you know what? In this case, that makes a lot of sense. Lastly,
knowledge is what brings us together.
Lastly, we have the hypnolis. Sounds like some crappy cut-rate magician that you get when you don't plan for the kid's party in time. I don't know. Who's this mythical child? The kid, not your kid. A kid. There's a child. He needs a magician, so you get hypnolis. The hypnolis was a special breed of asp that killed people in their sleep. It just sort of makes you go to sleep and not wake up again. I think that's just called dying. This was supposedly what Cleopatra used to commit suicide because she decided to be fancy and used a snake. Don't do that. There we have 3 creatures of medieval myth. This one's a lot shorter because everything's so sporadic, and I don't have a single joke actually written in my script. I just ad-libbed it all. Let me know if you can tell. If you like this video, please leave a thumbs up, comment down below, and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye!